Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-bam. Yo, 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 yo. What is up, everybody? Happy Monday. Monday. Let's get it. Hope everybody out there is having themselves a great day, have had a great day, and will continue to have a great week. And before we get started, let me just get over here, take care of a couple little things. Nothing major. Nothing major. Got to read a little disclaimer. Ain't nothing to worry about. It's called CYA. Under Title 17 USC Section 107, allowance is for fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips. The balance in favor of fair use. I read that mainly because of YouTube and Facebook. And Facebook, whoever you are, who keeps on claiming my content as their own, cut that shit out. Don't fuck with a guy who's nicknamed The Butcher. They didn't give me that fucking nickname because I worked at the fucking meat department at a fucking grocery store. Motherfucker. But that's that. That's all I had for that. That's all I wanted to say about that this time. Let me get everything up here. We'll be able to see what's going on with the games because, you know, there's plenty of them. Lots going on. 2 Monday night games. Not to mention preseason basketball. We've got game 7 going on. There's a lot right now as far as game 7, top of the third, 2-1. Seattle. Sorry, I moved the camera orientation as well. And, you know, I did a few other things. I ended up grabbing another monitor, so I got like the super setup over here. It's all over the place. So let me get over here and share this. Tony's supposed to be here, so that's exciting. I know. Where is he, right? Yeah, I often wonder the same thing. What do you do? What do you do? And let me get in here. Put on this so I can see what's actually going on with these games. Sorry, this camera's really messing with me. Yes. It's me. Hi. And let's do a little multi-view action here as I wait for Tony, who may or may not be here. I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, unbelievable. Let's go into some NFL scores here. Tampa Bay finally got some points on the board. Detroit in the red zone again. 1st and goal at the Tampa Bay 5. Tampa Bay down 9-14 to the Buccaneers right now. And maybe more. This whole red zone thing, they might have some people worried. Not me. Chiefs won. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about over here in Kansas City. We all good. Everybody's happy this week. For now. That can change. Sometimes it does. It's me moving the mic. Maybe I will have it over here instead of over there. We'll see how it is. See what the sound difference is. Mainly as long as it doesn't get in my way of doing things, then it's fine. Then it's okay. If it gets in my way, then we got an issue. And that's a touchdown. As I was saying, all that. Detroit adding to their lead now. Unbelievable. 20-9 with an extra point coming up. Also coming up, Texans and the Seahawks. Yeah. we've got 10 wins already after yesterday. These would be 11 and 12 if our teams end up doing what they're supposed to, which they may or may not, but we'll see. Because right now, we got who do we pick? We picked the Buccaneers and we picked the Seahawks. So, yeah. Leaves a little bit to be desired. You go to Game Channel. Booshaka, booshaka, booshaka. And we'll have this one here. And since I'm able to do cool things like this, and I can get in here and put the Mariners game on. I don't need 4K plus. Get better video quality. Nah, I'm good. If you're charging extra for it, I don't need it. I don't want it. You keep it in regular K for me. Okay. That's oops. Turn the volume off that. And go over here. Go back into this. Two screens is definitely helpful right now. Kirby with a 97-mile-an-hour pitch for Seattle. Luke's up to bat. That is a strike. And get in there. So many buttons. Buttons everywhere. Buttons. Turn this one on. Yes. Where is the multi-view option? And get it in here and do this. Make sure it's switching, and it is. We're going to go back and forth from the games and the scores to see what's going on. That way we don't miss anything. Right now, like I said, Tampa Bay, Detroit, 21-9. Detroit in the lead. 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay at the 35 of Detroit. Third quarter, 4:39 left to play in that game. And then Seattle and the Texans are going to be next. Still 2-1 in Toronto, where the Blue Jays look to take their team to the World Series. Unless Seattle can stop them, we'll see. There was a point that this was a 2-0 series in Seattle's favor before going back to Washington, and that all disappeared. That's wild, isn't it? And let's go back here and look at the football. I could share this. Just a quick look. That's 2 outs now. And like I said, YouTube and Facebook, fair use. I'm not over here broadcasting the games like I'm one of the networks. Most people are watching the games on the networks. And what I pay? You know what? I should be able to broadcast whatever I want, whatever I want to, whoever I want, as often as I want. That's a lot of wants there, huh? I know. It's wild. You got to adjust the screen color on one of these just so they're even. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. No. Not doing it. Let's see if we got any action going on over here. Kirk at the mound. And that's a ball by Kirby. So bottom of the third, 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kirk at the mound. Let's see what happens. And we got a hit over there. Looks like it's going to be taken, and that's a wrap for the third. 2-1. Our score remains with the Mariners leading the Blue Jays in Toronto to see who goes to the Fall Classic. Who's going to make it to the World Series to face the Dodgers? You know what? I'll tell you, it doesn't make any difference because no one's going to beat the Dodgers in the 7-game series. I don't care what team in the American League you are cheering for, but one of these teams ends up going, makes no difference. It doesn't. Because you're not going to beat the Dodgers in the 7-game series. Not because I don't want you to. It's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. You know me and how I like my drinks. So let me fix myself up. Little shum. No alcohol. No, we don't do that alcohol. I haven't done that in like 15 years. Doesn't that sound refreshing next to the mic? Oh my God. No, we like the THC infused beverages, and then we also like to go to the dispensary and buy the little High Five stirrables. They're available everywhere. And in case you haven't noticed that big red ticker down there at the bottom of the screen, if you use my code at grassrootskc.com and use code SOFAKING, you save 10%. That's right, 10% off your entire purchase. You can use it as many times as you want. It never expires. Also, everything in Grassroots KC is natural, legal, delicious, and it comes with 110% money back guarantee. No one's ever asked for their money back. That speaks for itself. That's good product. So that is where we stand with our plug. Also, another one, Dubbies, if you like caffeine, and who doesn't? We actually, if I'm not mistaken, caffeine is the most abused drug. Doesn't mean it's narcotic or it's bad in the world. Yeah, caffeine's everywhere. Coffee, energy drinks, etc. What makes Dubby different? Dubby's all natural. It's got 150 milligrams of caffeine. They're portioned out into 30 servings. And 0 sugar, no artificial anything. And if you use code SOFAKING, go to dubbies.com and save yourself 10% there too. Tell them Max sent you. You don't have to tell them Max sent you. Just use the code and you're good. You're good. You don't need to add anything past that part. They probably won't care. Anyway, games. Just about done here. Hydration and refreshment, along with a little bit of boost of energy. Shit, is my co-host late? This is just like before. The same problem I ran into before. If you can't do the show, don't commit to the show. I'll be honest with you. Mondays, I fucking hate. Fucking hate Mondays. Can't stand Mondays. So I haven't been going on very often on Mondays. There's also other reasons why I don't go on Mondays, especially in the evening, is because depending on what you're doing, chances are you're probably watching some fucking thing else. Unless you need me to recite to you the daily goings on or give you my opinion on something, you could pretty much catch up with everything other than my humor and wit on any fucking network you want. But what sets me apart is I'm different. I'm not on a fucking network. I'm one guy, clearly, with a co-host that doesn't show up. Mm-hmm. Oh, good shit. Shake it, baby. I don't even know if I should text my co-host to remind him that the show fucking starts at a certain time. And generally, you want to be on a few minutes before, yada, yada, yada. You know what? While I'm at it, I'm just gonna boogity. Unbelievable. I asked him a simple question. Are you coming? Oh my God. Top of the fourth. Let's look at this game. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Top of the fourth. One out. Bieber at bat. Bieber hits one over to left field. And that, a little bit of a bobble there. Bieber made it to base. Bieber. Top of the fourth, one out. Nice little hit. Not quite long enough, and then a little bit sloppy on trying to get that ball picked up. But nice job, Bieber, with the hit. Should now have runners on first and second, on second. Sorry. Runners on second, one out. And Rivas up to bat. Bieber still pitching. Now, nothing there. We got one out, one ball, one strike. Bieber pitching still. Rivas at bat, 0 for 1. 1-1 is the count. One out. Top of the fourth. Swing and a miss. All right, 21-9 score in Detroit. 53 seconds left to play in the third. Make that 9 seconds left to play in the third. 4th and 1 on the Tampa Bay 50-yard line. What are you going to do, Dan Campbell? Are you going to go for it, Dan? Well, are you, Dan? Is that what you're thinking, Dan? Do it. Just do it. Just go for it. I wonder why. There we go. I wonder why they won't let me multi-view this one. That's weird. But I wonder if I were just to show this, if that would be... I wonder if they would be like, hey, you can't show that. You know what? Fuck them. It's just a tab. Just a display tab of various things on various channels. You know, I'm not really showing anything, am I? It's kind of a gray area, really. I mean, if you see something, it's probably there. But I mean, I'm not broadcasting anything. It's just, it's just a screen. There's things on the screen that, say something, but it's nothing that would necessarily be considered infringing on copyright by any means. Surely not. That's ridiculous. I would never do that. No. I would never show the Game 7 of the ALCS while showing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Detroit Lions. That's crazy. Who would do that? I wouldn't do that. Nobody would do that. Don't give me any ideas. Yeah, 2-1's the count there. We're there in Toronto. Mariners are still leading there. And as far as Tampa Bay goes, well, Tampa Bay, they've got 1 quarter to make up 2 scores and potentially win this game and keep my streak going. We did good on week 6. We're doing all right on week 7. We ate shit on week 5. That happens. Whatever. Can't all be winners. Well, we could sure try. Strive for the perfection. You may achieve it. Motherfucker.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed has calling restrictions that have prevented the completion of your call. Announcement. We're sorry, the number you have dialed.
Man, that's a bunch of bullshit right there. I wouldn't, I'm on live anyway. Ooh, what would I have been doing otherwise? I don't know. Maybe watching some of these fucking games instead of broadcast and try to watch them at the same time. But, it's whatever. It's whatever. You guys are enjoying it, obviously, clearly. Otherwise, you wouldn't be tuning in. Speaking of which, if you haven't done so already, hit that like, subscribe, share, and notification. If you haven't done so already, so you're always up to date with the greatest show. The greatest show. So fucking great variety show with Mad Max. I'm Mad Max, at least I'm fucking here. Somehow, some way. Don't get it twisted, though. Not doing it every day, not doing a daily show, not making that commitment because I can't keep it. Facts. Don't do... Here you go. If you've never heard this one before, here's your first time. Always finish what you start and never start something that you don't finish. That is the advice that I'm going to give to you, probably young generation, hopefully younger generation that may or may not be listening and watching and enjoying whatever it is that you're seeing. I'm not going to tell you what you're saying. You know what you're saying. Clearly. But at the same time, 21-9, still the score, 13:56 to go in the 4th quarter. In Detroit. While in Seattle, we have a 2-1 score, top of the 4th, with runners on 1st and 2nd. And, I already told you. That was a strike. Booyah. Yeah, you can see Gambling Dan. Not this time. Not this time, Dan Campbell. Yeah, I don't know. Seems to be working pretty all right. Nobody's complaining, so it's good enough with me. Yeah, I can do this too. Boom. Nice. Nice. Yeah. It's going to be the bottom of the 4th. Coming up right around the corner. Won't you? Never again. Never again. We will be back. Wednesday for picks. I'm not even going to say that there's going to be anybody else with me because when you can't depend on somebody, it makes it difficult. You know, you could lose a lot of things in this world and life, whatever. One of the things you lose and you'll never get back, you know what it is? Trust. Yep. You lose trust, you'll never get it back. Not saying I don't trust Tony. Of course I trust Tony. I've known Tony for most of my life, most of his life. I'm not even mad at him. I was expecting this because you're supposed to expect the unexpected. However, I don't necessarily like it. I think it's bullshit. You get so excited about going on, and then time comes to do it, and you're absent. So, yeah, can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. You're gonna commit to something, do it right, stick through it all the way, and that's it. It's delicious. I don't know how I fucking came up with that. I'm genius, that's how. Yeah. What else is going on in the world? You know, Mondays. Why? Another reason I don't go live on Mondays, at least not right now, is because Mondays fucking suck. Some people think they don't, but they do. For me, they suck is this. I make sure everything I got that's shitty and I don't want to do is done on a Monday. Because automatically I associate Mondays sucking. And generally that's true. I've had some good Mondays, of course. Had some good Mondays, had some good Tuesdays, had some shitty Mondays, had some shitty Tuesdays, had shitty Saturdays, had great Saturdays. You know? It is what you make, not so much it is what it is. But yeah, Monday is the day that I like to get all of the shit that I despise out of the fucking way, so I don't have to fuck with it for the rest of the week. Get it all done. All the things I don't want to do. Don't like to do. Not because they're adult things, it's just they're not enjoyable. They're not pleasant, and I don't like doing them. Like what? Oh, talking to lawyers is fucking not one of my favorite things. Insurance companies, another one. Don't like talking to them. Talking with any form of government is painful. I mean, you name it, just insurance, lawyers, fucking just, oh, God. Hopefully this nightmare of mine is damn near over. I think that I've suffered long enough. Yeah. Try to have a vocational specialist assessment. Fuck you gonna assess? How pissed off I can get because I don't sleep? Oh, you want me to do customer service or something remote from home? That sounds like a great idea. How about this? Here's my idea. We just fix me as good as possible and then we see where I am from there. Treat me like I'm a motherfucking professional athlete or a celebrity or somebody with stature. Somebody famous. Heal me. Or help me get as healed as possible. Fucking assholes. Yeah, technically, I think that this is perfectly legal. And if it isn't, I don't know. What are you going to do? Take away my revenue ad share that I don't have? It's not like I'm getting paid for any of this. This is off my dime. So if I'm feeling like being up here and showing whatever I want to show, do whatever I want to do, fuck your platform. It's my show, bitch. on my motherfucking computer with my mic, my headphones, my drinks, whatever else is mine. Fuck you. Fuck you, YouTube. You and your dumbass algorithm. Told Jake Paul I would fight him. He hasn't responded yet. I told him I'm disabled, but don't worry. I'm not worried about you. Don't worry about me unless you're scared of disabled people. Worried about a disabled person beating that ass. Could happen. Could happen. We'll see if he gets back to me. I told him I'd fight him and his fucking village idiot brother at the same time. Yep. Just like that. Same time. Like, it'd be like a 2-for-1. You get both of you. Both of yous. Yeah. This is passive. I don't want to add it to the library. I am curious as why you don't want me multi-stream on this. Maybe it's now my main one. Guess it really doesn't matter. You guys know what's up. Everybody sees what's going on and how I'm doing it. Still 2-1 bottom of the fourth. And 2 outs in Seattle. And I'm going back and forth looking and watching just like you guys. Detroit still up 21-9 over the Buccaneers. Fourth quarter, 11:36 left to play in that one. Come on now. Let's go. And 2-1 still in this ALCS Game 7 matchup. Tomorrow night, the NBA season starts off. Exciting. Looking forward to it. Except for all the bullshit that goes along with it. Different subscriptions to this and to that and to this and to that. I don't know if I'm fortunate to have those subscriptions or whether or not I'm an idiot for paying to do this. I remember growing up, you put on TV and the fucking game was on. That was it. Done. Nope, not anymore. Now, pretty much made it impossible for the average consumer to be able to even afford to watch your sport, let alone be invested in it in any kind of way. So that's on you, all you greedy sons of bitches. You're all about the same when it comes down to it. So I'm not afraid to call you out. I call it the way I see it. Making money on people, all that money, NBA, 70 some odd billion dollars they're making, paying players. Like KD just got a $90 million 2-year contract. That's $45 million a year. $45 million a year. It's an 82 game season, not including the preseason or the postseason or anything else. But, you know, whatever. Load management. End of the fourth in Toronto. 2-1 is the score. And is anyone surprised? At least they're not complete blowouts like they were initially, because that shit was awful. There were some pretty ugly games, but this one so far has been pretty close. So always much more enjoyable to watch that as opposed to a bunch of shit. Blowouts. It's nice, but you want to see some good competition at the same time. You don't want to just see teams smashing another team. Nah, you don't want that. Don't nobody want that. That shit's not exciting. Not even a little bit. Little bit of action in the peace fire. Little bit of peace stoppage. Big surprise there. That's why you don't negotiate with terrorists. Yeah, well, that's your own fault. Israel's still going to go in and handle business, take care of business. Nothing to worry about with Israel. They know what they're doing, not their first rodeo with terrorism. I feel fully confident that they will do everything in their power to eliminate the threat. Or, for some of you that might be a little more sensitive to certain things, they're going to relocate the terrorists to wherever terrorists go when they're not around anymore. Maybe it's, I don't know, not a terrorist. Couldn't tell you. But, yeah, couldn't see that one coming, huh? Right. People fucking make me laugh. It's crazy how absolutely ridiculous some of the takes that people have are. Yeah, I just leave it alone. It's just stupid sounding shit to me. And Detroit driving again, 1st and 10 at the Tampa 40. Tampa either shows up and they do a great job, or they do horrible and they don't even look like a first place team. Speaking of horrible teams, let's talk about the Jets. I got a theory about the Jets. This is what I think. On the sideline, of course, you got your coaches, etc., your training staff, medical staff, yada, yada, yada. You need more if you're going to be a Jets fan. You need a priest, a pastor, a rabbi, probably some Shaolin monks, some Buddhist monks, an imam, probably some voodoo, some rabbit's feet. You're probably going to need some gypsy tears. You're going to probably need at least half dozen leprechauns. Maybe if you can get Jesus, he could possibly help. I don't know. But yeah, start out with the Jets, priest, pastor, rabbi, monk, Buddhist, Hindus. Get yourself, like I said, some other deities, maybe whatever it takes. Rabbit's feet, get, some holy water, whatever you need, Jets, to finally be able to win a game. That's what you need to do. You need to do whatever it takes. Go that extra mile and get that W. I think at this point, either do that or change your name. One thing synonymous with New York, and I can attest to this being in New York many times, and actually once we came to America, one of the first places we lived was Bensonhurst, which is a borough in Brooklyn. So one thing I can tell you about New York, pigeons, rats. So instead of the Jets, you either call them the pigeons, because pigeons also fly like jets, like planes, or you call them the rats, because they're a horrible franchise. But unbelievably enough, when I tell you this fact, it's even more astonishing. Out of the 10 most valuable franchises in the world, the Jets are on that list. I know it sounds crazy, but the 10 most valuable franchises in the world, number one is the craziest to me. It's the Cowboys, which Jerry Jones fucked me yesterday because they actually won a game. Nobody ever expects that from these sons of bitches. So there is probably a lot less television sales in the state of Texas, in the Dallas area yesterday. Wonderful. But Dallas is the number one most valuable franchise in the world, and it's a little over $10 billion as far as its value. Number two, I think it was the Golden State Warriors. Number three, the Los Angeles Rams. It's basically you got New York, California, you got a Massachusetts team, and a Texas team. The Texas team is the Cowboys. The Massachusetts team, this one, going to throw you off. Which one is it? I'll tell you, it's the Patriots. The New York teams, the Giants, the Jets, and the Yankees. Okay? Giants, Jets, Yankees. I'm not making this up. California teams, 49ers, Warriors, Rams, Lakers, and then the last New York team, I almost forgot, the Knicks. So you got the Knicks, you got the Giants, you got the Jets, and you got the Yankees. There's your 4 New York teams. Those 4 teams are 4 of the 10 most valuable sports franchises in the world, not in the U.S., in the world. I'm talking about more than soccer or football, whatever you want to call it, more than all of them. Those 4 New York teams, these 4 California teams, the Warriors, the Lakers, the Rams, and the 49ers, the Cowboys are number 1, and then the Patriots are somewhere on that list also. So those are the 10 most expensive sports franchises in the world, all in the United States, majority of which are football, American football, and then basketball, second place, and then obviously baseball with one team, the Yankees being, that team. So interesting. I don't know how, like I said, the Jets, they haven't won shit since what, 67? Or 68? Was it 68 when they won Super Bowl 3? Yeah, 68, because Chiefs won 69. So the Jets got one Super Bowl with Joe Namath. Ever since then, they just sucked. From 68 till present day, they just sucked. And then as far as the Cowboys, I remember when the Cowboys were hated. But they were hated because they were good. When they had the triplets, Aikman, Irvin, Smith. Yeah, they had a hell of a team. Those were Hall of Fame, top-notch players, but they were also a disaster of a franchise from day one, with Jerry Jones calling the shots. Jerry Jones is a shitty owner. The Cowboys haven't won a fucking thing in over 30 years. 30! It's a long time. Believe me, I feel their pain. As a Chiefs fan, we didn't win shit for 50 years. So I get it. Totally get it. But yeah, the Jets, they need all the help they can get. Spiritual help, maybe they need a bunch of, like a stack of Bibles. And Qurans, and then just, just holy water, like put a big layer of salt around the building, just whatever it takes. Exorcist, just something, just to get a win for these fucks. Because honestly, in all the time I've been watching football, the Jets, the individual who summed the Jets up the best was Artie Lang. And what Artie Lang said, I'll find this shit. We can do this. Because we're gangsta at the top of the list. Then I play my own shit and win something like this. Cruising down the street in my 6'4", shocking the bitches. Smacking the house. Went to the park, get the scoop. Knuckleheads out there, coach, shooting scoop. Let me find this here. I'll update you on the scores. 24-9 now. Lions with the lead. Tampa Bay first and 10 from the Tampa Bay 29. 10-18 left to play in the game. Now, a 3-possession game, I might add, because it's Tampa Bay and it's Detroit. I guess it is still a 2-possession game. You got, are you going to score and then score 2-point conversions, 2-point conversions? Maybe, maybe not. Chances are probably not, but there's always hope. probably not does not mean no. I'm just saying. And then baseball, Mariners 3-1, bottom of the fifth. Got, closer and closer. It's getting there. And I'll tell you what, I didn't make any picks except for the Dodgers. I'm already telling you, the Dodgers are going to be the team that's going to be in the World Series, obviously, and the winner of the World Series. It doesn't matter which one of these American League teams is going to go, whether it's going to be the Blue Jays or the Mariners. Nobody is beating them. By them, I mean the Dodgers in the 7-game series. It's not going to happen. So just watch. Wu, the right-handed pitcher for Seattle, and Springer up at bat right now. And the bottom of the fifth, man on first. Looks like 1 out, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not looking at the game directly. I'm looking at other things. New York Jets. Yeah, Artie Lang not being a Jets fan. It's the best. And we'll play it here in just a second. We're gonna, you know what? We'll play it right now. The great Artie Lang. Yeah, we're gonna continue.
So I'm a Giant fan. Yeah! Any Jet fans here? I'm sorry. I had an uncle who was a degenerate gambler. Surprise. Really, Art? Your father wasn't a doctor? Or your uncle wasn't a scientist? No, he's a degenerate gambler. And he told me this when I was young. He told me this about the Jets. This is a true story. He goes, Art, when I was a kid, I was into the Jets. And then I got older and I got into girls. And then I got back into the Jets because I realized there's times when a girl won't fuck you, but the Jets will always fuck you.
Facts. The great Artie Lang. Oh, what we got? We don't want that. Let's go back here. And go back here. Back here. Sure. There we go, folks. Right back where we started from. And we always thank you for tuning in to the So Fucking Great Variety Show, where I am your host, the So Fucking Great host of this variety show, Mad Max. Supposed to have my co-host with me. We planned on it, talked about it, had it all set up, all good, boogity, boogity, boogity. And then, co-host no come to show. I know what happened to him, but he's gone now. I don't know, comrade. He could be anywhere. Maybe he passed out. Maybe he goes sell drug. I don't know. Yeah. Depending on people. I'm telling you, shit'll get you in trouble. Excuse me just 1 second as I reposition myself. All right, we back. What's this? We got a comment. What do we got? Would you like many viewers? Let's make you popular. No, I don't want any viewers. I don't want anybody to look at this. This is all private. Fucking stupid questions. You want to do something, then you know what? Get out here and share. That's how you get me circulated throughout the web. Whatever the fuck this virtual bullshit reality is, whatever it is we live in. That's what I'm talking about. What do we got? Jets. End of the fifth, top of the sixth, 3-1 Mariners, Toronto. What are you doing? Toronto. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. This baffles me. Baffles me. Mind-boggling. 24-9, 8 minutes and some change, 2nd and 7. Tampa Bay driving. They're on the Detroit 32. It's not over. Plenty of time left. And if you've been watching Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing their game, they've been able to make some pretty incredible things happen, especially down in the fourth quarter. But now we have 3rd and 5 from the Detroit 30. Obviously, you're in a position to where I think if you don't make this 3rd down, going for it isn't necessarily your only option. You could still take the points and be down by 12 and still play defense, all right, and be able to win this game. But that's me. I'm not the guy that's over here coaching the team. I'm just telling you what I think and the way I see it. You know what else I'm thinking? Do I want to move the camera to a different position? Do I want to continue to stare at it from right here? You guys tell me. I don't know. It's all the same shit. To me, it makes no difference at all. Damn. Challenge flag. Ooh. Excuse me. Did not mean to do that to anyone's ear. I apologize. Andy Reid and the Chiefs. Andy Reid's first regular season shutout in his career yesterday. So, nice. He's had one in the postseason, but this was his first regular season one. So, good job, Andy. Good job, Chiefs. Any Chiefs fans out there already know we're not worried about anything, honestly. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. We'll persevere. We'll get through it. We'll get by. And what's going on with this challenge? Still contemplating, still politicking. Unbelievable. And assuming that everything goes swimmingly and I'm able to get away with what I've done, we'll see if I do it again. Because if I can do it this way, then, well, that changes the game just a little bit now, doesn't it? From what I'm able to do and what's able to be done. Think about it. I will say this. It is nice to have multiple screens set up because I can have a million different windows open and then still have my other PC right here as the third screen in case I need to get in and do something else. So it's super handy. Super handy. Matter of fact, I'm about to use it right now. Do some gangsta. I don't care about that. I don't care about that either. Just whatever. I don't care. No, I don't want to do any of that shit. I'll try to do one simple thing. All right. 1st and 10. Tampa Bay. Nice. YouTube TV. I'm getting there, guys and gals. Oh, Tampa Bay. Look at you go. 2nd and 8. The Detroit 20. Driving. Try to make it a game. It's going to be a game. Tampa Bay scores right now. It's on. Not like it's not on already, but even more so. I got this. How many screens can I log into? All of them. Just like that. Booshaka, 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 booshaka. Turn that off. No bandwidth issues here. All right. Guerrero Jr. up to bat. Oh, watching the games. And it's wild. It's fun. It is. I'm glad you guys can be a part of it. It's entertaining. Guerrero. 1-1 is the count. 0 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Seattle up 3-1. Winner goes to play the Dodgers, who will win the World Series. I'm telling you that already. I've been saying it for the whatever the last World Series ended last year, and the Dodgers won that one. They're going to win again. Between Betts, Ohtani, Suzuki, Yamamoto, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Yeah, some of those I might have made up, but you get the point. Stacked team, stacked deck. Guerrero Jr., 2-2, no outs. And Woo. And that one's going foul. 2-2, still the count. As far as the football game goes, 1st and 10, Tampa Bay at the Detroit 14. Red zone. Red zone. And Guerrero with another one. Another foul ball. You can see Kirk on deck right now. Well, I mean, if you were watching the game, you would be able to see Kirk on deck right now. 98-mile-per-hour fastball there by a Woo. I came to bring the pain, hardcore from the brain. Inside my astral plane. Find out my mental, based on instrumental. Record tape, like monumental methods. I'm not the king. It's decaf. I stick it for the cream. Check it. Just how deep shit get. Deep as the abyss. Yeah. Kind of like a Mog. You ever seen Spaceballs? It's a cross between a man and a dog. My own best friend. And I'm also medicated, so this is how we deal with pain management, not pills. And he's gonna be struck out. Oh, Guerrero Jr. The look on the fans in Toronto is just. You see the pain. You see the pain. Well, Kirk up to bat now. Let's see what the captain can do. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Seattle with a 2-run lead, 3-1 over the Blue Jays in Toronto. While the Buccaneers are 4th and 8 at Detroit 12th. And at this point, taking that field goal with 4:35 left after you wasted another 4 minutes on a drive that you should have just. At this point, you now need to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion in order to make it a game. 1st and 10, Detroit ball. I don't know what happened with Tampa Bay. I'm fucking. Unless something really drastic and dramatic happens, this game is not going to go the way that I expected it to. I picked the Buccaneers. I felt confident enough in their ability and being able to put together wins consistently. And that was my mistake. Kirk hits it, gets on base, runner on first. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Woo! Yeah. Tampa Bay, 2nd and 9. Detroit in their own territory. Tampa Bay just took a timeout. What in the actual fuck? Todd Bowles makes me scratch my head. I don't understand. Sturbles. Good and good for you. All natural. Remember to use code MAX10 at not only Dubbies, www.dubbies.gg, or also at grassrootskc.com. And that's MAX10. All one word, no spaces. Same with the Sofa King. You go to Dubbies. And this is similar with Dubbies. It's just a prepackaged serving. This is a 25 milligram of 24% THC, real deal. It's flavorless, odorless, tasteless. And at the bottom of the 6, Wu gets another one, 2 out. Still Kirk on first. Dun dun dun. 3rd and 7, Detroit with the ball still. Tampa Bay using their timeouts unwisely, in my opinion. But hey, I'm not the one whose job is on the fucking line here. Clement at bat. That was 98 miles of heat for your ass. Excuse me. And he's going to hit that one, and that's going to get Kirk out. That's 2 outs now. At this pivotal game 7 in the ALCS, which is not looking very good for the Blue Jays. 4th and 8 for Detroit at their own 15. Dan, what are you going to do? You going to go for it? Or are you going to punt and rely on defense to win this game for you with 4 minutes, 10 seconds left to play? The Texans game will be starting here shortly if it hasn't already. I've still got some time on my hands, so I'm looking forward to spending a little bit more of it with all y'all. Gonna be doing some more video gaming. I love the video games. I can't sit there and play them for hours on end like certain individuals can, but I do enjoy a good video gaming. Who doesn't enjoy a good video gaming? Battlefield 6, dope. Super dope. I don't care what platform you got it on, whether you play it on PlayStation or Xbox. It's dope. It's dope. It's another reason why I got one of these other monitors, so I can game on one and stream on the other and make it easier for me in way of just being able to game and then still be able to communicate with whatever audience may or may not be there. And what do we got? 1st and 10, Tampa Bay from their own 33. Big play there. Now we got Baker Mayfield, 30-yard gained. And that was to Egbuka. Now they're at the Detroit 37, first down, 3:58 left to play in the game. 24-9 is the score. Instead of going for those points that we talked about, instead of wasting all that time, they turned the ball over. It would have been 12-24. They'd have had the ball back and potentially now be going to score again. Not the way it worked in all practicality, but in an ideal situation, that's what should have happened. But it didn't. You know what else didn't happen? My fucking co-host showing up. Yeah. No lie. No lie. No, I don't think he's doing it out of spite or fucking with that. I honestly don't know. I think he might be falling asleep because he's working a lot. I don't know. I don't want to make any excuse. I don't fucking know. Doesn't really matter because he's not here and I am. So it's an interactive show, in case I've never mentioned this the last 500 fucking times. Anybody and everybody's always welcome to come on and join me, chop it up. Tomorrow, like I said, NBA season starts. Watching some of these preseason games. Any Lakers fans out there? No? Good. Lakers are going to be absolutely fucking terrible. I'm telling you that right now, based on what I've seen preseason. Luka's great, and some of the players they got are really good. But the problem is that they've had their starters in there playing against second teams of the other teams, like the Kings, and they've just looked shitty, and they got the shit beat out of them. If you're losing to the second team and you got your whole first team in, then yeah. Oh, here's an update for you. 4th and 21, Tampa Bay's ball. 2:38 left to play in the fourth, and they're at the Detroit 48. Now, I'm not telling you that they're going to make this first down unless they get a defensive penalty. But this game did not go anything like I had predicted. And it started out with the potential to really, really get out of hand. And that's going to be Detroit's ball. Tampa Bay's out of timeouts. There's 2:26 left in the game. And basically, what's going to happen now is they're going to take victory formation, or they're going to attempt to get a first down after they drive it and get it down to the 2-minute warning. So you want to ideally get one first down and then run the clock out. Will they do that? Let's see. And meanwhile, in Toronto, we've got a 3-1 lead, top of the 7th by Seattle. Man. Robles is up to bat. The fans right now in Toronto just look sad and dejected, kind of like they looked in the first two games, except even worse. And we got man being walked to first. So Gausman walks pitcher or walks a man to first. Now we've got Yeah. It's going to end up looking, to me at least, like we're going to see a World Series of Mariners, Dodgers. And I tell you right now that the Mariners are going to have to play the best baseball of their lives in order to be able to even compete with the Dodgers. And was it a double play? Was he safe? I couldn't see. And that was 2 outs for, Toronto on that double play. Beautiful. Top of the 7, 2 outs. Toronto down 2 runs. And that double play was great. Got the man out at second and at first. Can't do much better than that. Poetry in motion, as you could see. Assuming you were watching, if you were able to watch. Yeah. Because clearly I don't broadcast live sports. That would go against certain policies of certain platforms. And I'm not one to go against the grain, cause any kind of waves. So, I always play by the rules, Yeah, that's all bullshit. Do what I want. I'm the king around here. Sofa king. Mm-hmm. Fucking host. Then you try to call them up, my co-host. Try to call him over and then he don't answer. What the fuck? I just don't. I don't get it. Makes no sense. Load management on social media. It's like load management at work. Yeah, my disability's acting up on me. You're not going to make it in today. Yeah, my sciatic is acting up on me. Not going to be able to make it in today, but I expect you to still pay me. Yeah. When that shit starts happening in America, then we might be doing something right. Otherwise, we're fucked. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to get off in the weeds about the topic. It was unrelated to sports, but I felt like, you know what? Why not? Top of the seventh, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Run up to bat for Seattle. And I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. I'll figure it out in a second. It'll surely makes sense. I'm just seeing. What am I? What was I looking at? All right. Blanco, 1 for 3. Singled in third. Guzman, he's been, doing the best he can for his club. Let's see what Blanco's got. Oh, anybody interested in the Detroit game? Okay, it's 4th and 6. Detroit ball on their own 38-yard line. There's 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Tampa Bay's got no timeouts and little to no chance of winning this game. So, any Tampa Bay fans out there, don't be delusional. Just roll with the punches. Do better next week. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. That's it. That's just the way life is, the way the cookie crumbles. Big crumbling cookie. The crumble of the cookie. Cookie crumbles. Fucking shit. Top of the 7, 2 outs. And swing and a miss. The splitter. Whoosh. Then anything new? No. 19 seconds left. The game's over. It just this shit game is over. Thank God. And there is now. That's it. Middle of the 7th. Time's running out, Blue Jays. Real quick. Let's go and see this other game. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Who did I pick in this one? I picked Seattle. And look, Seattle is up 6-0 over the Texans. 7:28 left in the first. Nice. Nice. This is great success. Charbonnet with the touchdown. Hey, listen. 1 yard touchdown run, or excuse me, 1 yard touchdown grab. That's okay. 7-0 Seattle. First quarter, 7:28 left to play, and I did pick Seattle. So if we get 11 wins this week, assuming Seattle can win this game, I'll be all right with that. Our average is still right there at 11 games. Need to get it up to 12, 13 like we were doing last season. Week 5 really fucked us. Week 5 sucked ass. I'm not going to lie. It was awful. It was terrible. Let me see here. What game or what channel? Oh, look. We just kind of go back and forth here. They had multi-view option on this. I don't know why they don't. Maybe it's because I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's because they hate me. There's commercial right now, so I'll put that back on at the right time. In the meantime, see a little skirmish, a little scuffle on the field there. The game being called tonight by, what is that? I can't tell. I can read it, I just can't see it. Is that Orlovsky? Yeah, that is Orlovsky. And I can't make out anybody else's faces, but hopefully you can. I know it's Dan Orlovsky on there, former Detroit quarterback who famously ran out of bounds in the end zone and got a safety and wasn't aware of it. But now, bottom of the 7th, Blue Jays running out of time. But got a little bit of time left. Oh, let's go back to game 7. All right. Dun, dun, dun. No. Keep that right about there. Right about there. Yeah, see? Yeah, see, yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying. Oh yeah, Lakers fans. That's what I was talking about. You guys are fucked this year. You got DeAndre Ayton. As soon as he fucks up, and that Los Angeles crowd and that Los Angeles media starts coming after him, he's not gonna know what to do with himself. No, not even funny. You got the wrong dude. You'll see. You'll see. You can see already when the Lakers were playing in the last couple preseason games that they lost and they had their starting lineups in there. They don't look good. It wouldn't make any difference if LeBron James was there or not. Makes no difference at all. None. Zero, zilch, zip. The Lakers don't even have a decent starting lineup right now, and it wouldn't make a difference if LeBron was there or not. Because the team, it's just like a hodgepodge of people that they just threw together that aren't going to work well together. I'm telling you right now, Lakers, I would be surprised if they even made the play-in tournament. My guess, my prediction, you're going to have all three Texas teams in the playoffs. You're going to have OKC in the playoffs. You're going to have Denver in the playoffs. And you're going to have two California teams in the playoffs. I'm thinking the Warriors, 100%. And if it's going to be another California team, believe it or not, there's a good chance that it could be the Clippers. I know that sounds crazy. It's not going to be the Kings because they don't complement each other very well. And the way that they're constructed with their roster, it just doesn't make any sense at all. They're throwing a bunch of people together that aren't going to be able to produce what it takes in order to win a championship. But that's my opinion. However, with the Clippers, you've got a solid foundation. You've got great players. As long as they can do what they're paid to do and stay healthy, you've got a good opportunity. And if one of those two teams doesn't pan out, and I'm pretty sure Golden State's going to be just fine. I don't see the Lakers, except for possibly the play-in, but watch out for Memphis. Memphis is the real deal. Yes, Memphis. So, in the East, I think, obviously I'm a Celtics fan. It's my squad. But I don't not see the Celtics making it into at least the play-in tournament. I think they're a good enough team to find ways to win. And what I can see happening is Orlando and the Knicks being very difficult teams to potentially try. There's going to be a shift in the balance of how things are going to go. And you'll see it the more some of these older players fade out and these younger stars start to shine. It'll all make sense. And bottom of the seventh, one out, you've got the tying run on second, and all of a sudden, there's a bit of a game. I don't want to give too much hope to Blue Jays fans. I don't want to. I don't want to be that guy. Let's put a couple comments on what we got. What we got? Hey, homie, I can share your stream at a Kick community to help you hit 2,000 followers, 800 viewers, and earn 1,500 per stream. Add me on Discord if you're interested. All right, man. I don't really understand how Discord works, Victor, but all right. You can find me on Discord. I don't really do a whole lot of it because I don't really, it doesn't make sense to me, but that's me. So, yeah, add me, Max Factor, Madcast, Mad Max, Jump Off, Selfie King, whatever. I don't even know. There's links in my YouTube spiel that has all that on there. So, Discord's on there as well. Same with Twitch and Rumble and Kick and X and this and that and every other one of them. Instagram, Facebook, whatever. So, yeah, man. Yeah. You want to hook up a player? Boom. Do your thing, bro. I won't say no. Excuse me. Let's get in here and fix this. Still 7-0 in Houston. Excuse me, in Seattle, where Houston down 7-0, 4:30, 4:24 left to play in the first. And we did pick Seattle, so let's get this W. In a 15-game week, winning 11, losing 4. I can live with it. That's better than most people do. But I'm not most people. I'm not satisfied because I know I can do better and I will do better. Just continue to give me the opportunity. 3rd and 2, Seattle at the Houston 40, driving. Let's see if we got some Aaron Darnold magic. Possibly one of the greatest quarterbacks ever to come out of USC. I can't even believe I said that. But look at some of the other quarterbacks like Mark Sanchez, who likes to get stabbed by old people. Allegedly. Bizzardo at the pitching mound. Right now, Blue Jays, Toronto, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. You got the tying run on 2nd. You got a leading run at the plate. Oh. Bam! Going, gone! Toronto takes a 4-3 lead over Seattle with the big hit by George Springer. Unbelievable. And just when you thought it was over, look at all those happy people in Canada. So happy. Universal health care, a team that is now in the lead in the ALCS with a chance to go to the World Series. Isn't it something? Sport is amazing. Meanwhile, in Seattle, 2nd and 9, Seattle ball on the Houston 36. Seattle driving up 7-0. First quarter, 2:23 left to play in this game. Where the fuck is my co-host? Son of a bitch. Yep, Seattle looks a little bit shell-shocked, a little confused. Doesn't seem like they understand what just happened. Hit a dinger, Springer. Damn right. That's wild. I don't have any skin in the game on either one of these teams, but I enjoy a good match. And this has been a good ball game right here. If you watched the Tampa Bay Detroit Lions game and you are a Lions fan, then you ended up happy because they won. And Detroit, yeah, they're still serious. They got a possibility. They got hope. They got a chance. Absolutely. But they got to be consistent. They got to continue to get better. They just have to play smart football. As far as Seattle right now, they look dejected. It looks like they just got the wind knocked out of them. Looks like somebody just punched them, and they're not sure how to react to it. But we'll see going into the 8th what happens. It's something. That was an amazing. That was something that was completely unexpected, and now we have another ground ball. We're gonna have another runner on first. Still just 1 out. Beautiful hit. That was just poetry in motion. Unbelievable. People haven't been this happy in Canada since Justin Trudeau at this position. So, yeah, good job, Canada. It's not that time. That's going to be 2 outs with the runner on first. I apologize about the dog. Dogs never get tired of barking, by the way, in case you didn't know that. That's a fact. Meanwhile, in Seattle, 7-0. 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Seattle driving on the Houston 25. 3rd and 11. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, I'm glad for the second screen. Much more convenient. And first down, Seattle. Houston 11. 1st and 10 with a potential to still get a first down. 33 seconds left in this first quarter in Seattle, where the Seahawks are up 7-0. And we've got Zardo pitching, Kirk up to bat, Toronto up 4-3, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. And 1st and 10 for Seattle in Seattle, leading Houston 7-0, 33 seconds left in the first quarter there. Kirk up to bat in Toronto against Seattle, which are the Mariners, not to be confused with the Seahawks. And Springer is the hero. That guy right now, they're making billboards. His card value has gone through the roof, I'm sure. Nothing new yet in the football game. However, exciting stuff in this baseball game. Boy, Game 7, I'll tell you. It doesn't change what I said earlier about what I think ultimately is going to happen in the World Series, whether it's going to be Seattle or whether it's going to be Toronto. It's not going to make a difference. While I do that, we go right here and just go. Never underestimate the sneakiest sneakster of all sneakiness. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. I'm just broadcasting, doing my thing, taking it easy, enjoying the show, enjoying myself. I hope you guys are enjoying it too, because you know what? Honestly, you guys all help me out quite a bit, because here I am, regardless of whether or not there's communication between me and another individual or me and just talking to myself. I know that there's people watching. I appreciate it. I really do. It means a lot to me. I don't do a great deal throughout the day, but that's a topic for another day. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you again. It means a lot to me. Thank you. And I'm not just saying that because I don't do that. And touchdown, Seahawks. Extra point, good. 14-0 into the first. Seattle Seahawks 14-0 over the visiting Texans. And while we are commercialized on the baseball game, don't worry, I haven't forgot about it. Trust and believe. Relax. Going into the 8th, Toronto's up by 1, 4-3. And, you know, this is postseason baseball at its best. It really is. This is what the postseason is all about and what it always should have been about. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am over all of what we've been able to witness during the course of especially this series, because like I said, Toronto was down 2-0, and them being the first overall seed in the American League, I think they were a little bit of shock or in shock as well. But now it looks like, the tables have turned slightly. And we'll get back to that here in just a second. Let me go over here and make sure that is on. And it is. All right. Let's get it. 1 out. Seattle. And Suarez, 1 for 3. 0-1 is the count. 1 out, top of the 8th. Toronto up by 1, trying to make it to the World Series to face the Dodgers. Meanwhile, in where the hell would I say? Meanwhile, in Seattle, the Seahawks up by 14 and with the ball again are at their own 35, 1st and 10, Seattle ball again. I feel like okay, I missed something, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. And moving things around. Sorry. Yep. You talking about some superstitious athletes, baseball players. The most superstitious athletes there could ever be. Ooh. A little bit high on that one, huh? It's all right. Pass it just a little off on that one. Excuse me for the sound effects. That's just the sound of pain. Oh, all right, we're good. Gonna have to figure out this camera situation though, because I'm used to looking over here, but now I'm looking at 3 different screens, so it's like, but it's definitely going to make gaming a whole lot nicer. And I've got everything set up on just the PS5 controller, so I'm using Xbox and my PS5 remotely. When I do game, it's just a matter of being able to, if I can do it, great. If I can't, it's not because I don't want to. It's just legs say no. Second quarter in Seattle. Houston with the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Meanwhile, in Toronto, Seattle 2 outs, top of the 8th, with nobody on base, and that's going to be a ground out. And just like that, we're at the bottom of the 8th. Toronto hanging on to a 1-point lead after that amazing play and hit by Corey Stringer. And wow, changed everything, took the energy out of that team. It was something else. But listen, that's why you play the whole game. Speaking of whole game, 13:55, second quarter in Seattle as the Seahawks lead the Texans 14-0, 1st and 10 Houston from their own 41-yard line. CJ Stroud so far 3 of 4, 26 yards. Sam Darnold 5 of 8, 85 yards and a tutty. And also Charbonnet 4 touches, 18 yards and a touchdown. So, hey, Seattle, Sam Darnold. I have no explanation. Mind-boggling, baffling. And maybe we'll game later. I'm thinking about it. But if I do the gaming, I don't know. I have to think about it. Because I could also do it remotely in my other setup, but that's going to be more of a pain in the ass because I don't have anything set up. And I'll figure it out. The gaming is coming. I've streamed directly from the PS5. I'm going to do the PS or the Series X. I've got different games on both of them, but I'll get it done. Hockey season also kicking off. Doing good. Haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to catch up on it, but I plan on it. So bear with me. We'll be talking about hockey before you know it. 3rd down and 10. Houston with the ball at their own 41. Second quarter, 13:25 left to play. Seahawks up 14-0. And now 4th and 10. Houston forced to punt. You would think. But maybe D'Amico Ryans has something up his sleeve we don't know about. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Oh, we will see. It will be shown. And baseball-wise, obviously, you guys can see. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Teams with 0 championship appearances. The Mariners. None. Nice. That's going to be a hit. Got another runner for the Blue Jays on first. Meanwhile, in Seattle, the Seahawks with the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 32. Second quarter, 13:03 left to play. Hey, I love your stream. Here, I'll put you. Hey, love your stream for real. Let's sometimes play together and share tips and ideas. Let's connect on Discord. All right, you got to find me on Discord. If you go to my YouTube, you'll find my Discord link. And if you could tell me how to do shit on Discord, let's go. Let's get it. You can help me out in any way. I'm not gonna ever say no to assistance when it comes to help. And likewise to other creators, content creators, whatever you want to call us. I don't know. I don't want to put myself in any kind of category. Whether this is content or whether this is just me talking about sports or video games or movies or whatever else I want to talk about, it makes no difference. Bottom of the 8th, we got runner on first. And on deck, Barger. Right now, Munoz pitching. Ooh, ground ball. Man, you got it. Yep. You got a runner on third and a runner on first. No outs. Bottom of the 8th. Ooh. Then in Seattle, a little bit of good news for Seattle fans. You're probably kind of mixed up right now. Don't know how to feel. You're winning the football game. 14-0. It's 1st and 10 on your own 32. Second quarter, 13:03 left to play. And, yeah, as far as baseball goes, I don't have as good as news for you right now. You guys kind of shit the bed. And still time. You got one more, you got one more chance. You got one more chance after this. The biggest thing right now is not let any more runs. Otherwise, that's just not going to be good. It's just going to be that much more difficult. Ooh, that was a heater, 99 miles per hour for Munoz. Bottom of the eighth, 0 outs, runner on third and first. 1-1 is the pitch count. That's going to be 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike. Last thing you want to do is walk a man and have the bases loaded. I can see it already. If the bases get loaded because Munoz fucked up, then oh no. What they call him? All right, he did catch that one. Yep. 2 outs, just like that. Caught him off first. And now, that was a great double play. Whoop, whoop. Touched the base, 2 men out. You had nothing going there, and that was Naylor. Wow. All right. 2 outs, bottom of the eighth. That's a strike there. And meanwhile, Seattle Seahawks, 2nd and 21 from their own 21. Second quarter, 12:19 left to play. Yeah, I appreciate that. I enjoy the streams too. I enjoy doing it. If I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't do it. Even when my host backed out, I already had this shit scheduled. Short of me just not being able to do it because I'm not lucid and coherent or don't know what day it is or whatever else, or too heavily medicated or just too much pain or discomfort, I can't do it. That's why usually just Wednesdays when I commit to, and otherwise I cut short to make videos and do something else in my spare time. But yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, but doing what I can with what I got. And I appreciate y'all sticking with me. Means, like I said, it means a lot. We're going to call it good after about another 12 minutes or so. I like to keep it 2 hours for several reasons, actually. And that goes 3 outs. Now we got end of the 8th, top of the 9th, last chance here for Seattle. This is it. This is it. This is it. It's either going to happen or it's not. So let's see if the next 12 minutes is going to determine who is going to face Dodgers in the World Series. Yeah. I didn't even know about this whole Amazon AWS outage thing. That was all news to me. I had no idea. No clue. But shit happens. I know a lot of businesses and social media outlets were affected by it, and that shit sucks. But I had no idea, so I don't think I was affected at all by it. And in Seattle for the NFL game, second quarter, 10:50, 4th and 11, Seattle ball, and they're at the Seattle 31. You would think that a situation like this would warrant a punt. And it did. Houston ball from their own 23, 1st and 10, 10:44 left to play in the first half. And baseball game, still commercial. Food, gambling, medication, insurance. Awesome. Why wouldn't we have more like video game things, sports video games like 2K or Madden or the show, or just things that are more relevant? Like, who doesn't know about food? And you know what? As far as medication goes, let your doctor decide. Last thing you want is to see a bunch of damn commercials about medication and you're calling your doctor thinking you need them. And your doctor's like, I don't know where you're coming up with your information, but stop watching TV. 1st and 10, Houston from their own 24. 10:34 left to play in the first half. Meanwhile, in Toronto, the Blue Jays up by 1 after a beautiful, beautiful hit that caused the whole momentum of this game to just shift. It was unbelievable. Home run, and you had 2 runners batted in, and now you got Hoffman on the plate or on the pitching mound. It's a 1-point game, top of the ninth. This is the last chance for the Mariners. They're either going to go or they're going to go out. And right now, that's strike 1. No outs. And nothing new to report. Houston is still losing 14-0 to the Seahawks of Seattle. And then that splitter is going to be a ball. 1-1's the count, 0 outs, top of the ninth. Last chance for the Mariners, down by 1 to Toronto. Ooh, beautiful pitch. That's going to be strike 2 right there in the box. Just Hoffman. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. What can happen? A lot. A lot can happen in 8 minutes. That's going to be 2-2 there. 0 outs still. Toronto fans praying, rally caps. Anything and everything. 3-2 now, the count. I don't know why you'd want to walk them, but yeah. Don't know. Don't know. Come on, Hoffman. That's a strike, and he's out of there. That's 1 out. Good throw. Unbelievable. 7 minutes. Can we do it? Meanwhile, in Seattle, the Seahawks leading 14-0, 10:34 in the first half. Houston with the ball, 2nd and 10 from their own 24, down 14. While in Toronto, the Mariners of Seattle with their final opportunity to do something. Right now, we got 1 out, top of the ninth. 1 ball, 0 strikes. Hand zone. Up, 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 up. And that's going to be strike 1. Foul ball. Catcher couldn't get it over the net behind him. It's all right. No worries. No problem. Houston, on the other hand, 2nd and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Down 14-0, second quarter. 10:30 left to play. Top of the ninth in Toronto with a wild pitch, it looks like. And that's going to be 2-1 as far as the count on Canzone with Hoffman on the mound. And Rodriguez is on deck. So I wouldn't like to see. That's going to be a strike here. 2-2 is the count with 1 out to go. Hoffman got the crowd wild and crazy in Canada. Toronto's going nuts. Toronto on the verge of a historic comeback against Seattle, and that is strike three. 2 outs. Rodriguez up to bat now. Hoffman still on the mound, 1 out away from going to the World Series to face the Dodgers. Wow. This is something else, folks. I'm telling you. 4 minutes left on my time schedule. Julio Rodriguez up at bat. 2 outs, top of the ninth. Bases are empty. Hoffman on the mound. Winds up, throws, and that one's going to be a ball. Was a little bit high there for Hoffman. 1-0 is the count. Meanwhile, in Seattle, the Texans still down 14-0, 2nd and 10. Houston at their own 24. That's going to be another ball there. 2-0 is the count with 2 outs, top of the ninth. Seattle hoping and praying for a miracle, as am I, that we can complete this in under 3 minutes. And that's a strike there for Rodriguez. 2-1 is the count. Woo! Oh, it's close. And with 2 outs and a count of 2-1, Rodriguez swings, and that's going to be 2-2. Rally caps. Look at all of the colorful people in Toronto. Everybody's excited. Everybody is just ready to see a miracle. But not when you throw it on the ground like that, Hoffman. And now when we have 2 minutes and 10 seconds left with 2 outs, 3 balls, 2 strikes, top of the ninth. Don't walk him. And he swung at it. Game's over. We are seeing a World Series between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. You heard it here first on the So Fucking Great variety show with Mad Max. Dodgers, Blue Jays, World Series, Game 1, Friday. We'll see you on Wednesday. Peace out. Much love. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share, notification. Let's go. It's your boy, and I'm out.